It's the Boston College Eagles and the Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Coach O'Brien told me pregame he is so excited because this crowd has been one of their best assets all season. They make every game difficult. When a hard opponent comes in, the crowd rises to their best occasion. And he's been telling the students all week, we need you today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Florida State's offense will have the first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense speeding down the left side. That's 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And he's going to be brought down on the return, but there is a penalty flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one's about. Right on the heels of that touchdown, they give up some good field position with that face mask penalty costing them 15 yards. 1st and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. They go to the counter. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak, and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They're working that left side. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job with the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Fires to the big fella.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
They booted away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running inside, it's Singleton. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his target. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him followed up behind the line.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Drops back on first down. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Wants to go up top on second down. It's complete to the left. At the 35, he's got room. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Singleton. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Motion from the back. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes the offense on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll set up to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see him kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, it's Singleton. He's dropped.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
That's a nice play by the defense. You're trailing early in the game. They've got the ball on your side of the field, so you force the incompletion on third down.
No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for an alley. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Caught on the RPO. They've got him corralled.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in fourth and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in fourth and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
First and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Boston College!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Quarterback signaling to his guy. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Noles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Turns it upfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Working that left side now. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
On the move. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. He's changing the play. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away, because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Picks up enough to get the 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, it was an outstanding run by the back there, but how about the blocking? Not just by the offensive line, David. His receivers were downfield getting a hat on a hat, too.
Everybody getting in the action. 3rd down and 10, running the football, getting the first down. That surprised everyone in the building.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense is really doing a good job right now.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? calls his own number. Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They march 79 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Some misdirection with the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
To throw, it's Warner. Firing to the right, complete. Finds some room. He's at the 40. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Just gets rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The quick game. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Holds it, trying to get the corner. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Eagles.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he tacked on the extra point.
Number 96, set to kick it away.
Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They'll run him again. Enough to move the chains. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Caught. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll need a bunch on second down. On the draw, it's Singleton. He's got the first down. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. FSU calling it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Bakes the grab on the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Second down to the air. Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So it's an 80-yard drive. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the number 13 team, the Fresno State Bulldogs.
The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Checking in with Coach O'Brien here at the half. His biggest concern right now is how they are handling this very hostile environment. It was tough in the first quarter, and this crowd is making it even more difficult. They are loud. They are crazy. And his communication says they have to improve at the line of scrimmage, making sure they're getting into their run game, their RPOs, and being strong with all their communication. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of Aaron. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football, just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
The run inside. It's Singleton. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making the adjustment on the play. Second down, gonna throw it. He's got it. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it. It's Singleton. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. A run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, on the Eagles sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on it if that swings here in their favor. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Keeps it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Fires left. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They booted away on 4th down. Trying to make one miss. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Seminole sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Using his legs, it's Singleton. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Rides to the back. Turning it on. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Yeah, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Handoff again. He's past the marker. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The give to the right. Uh-oh, look out. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Keeps it on the ground. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the ground with the counter. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Quarterback changing the play. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 15, here's the return. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Back to throw, it's Warner. Out wide left, it's Barlow. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Unloads in the nick of time.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. Gonna look downfield again. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
It just took the quarterback a little too long to find his tight end that time. He's out there by the sideline, wide open. If the quarterback can just get it to him a hair sooner, he's going to have a chance to advance that thing forward, and they're going to get more yards.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. On the move. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Throws to the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Boston College. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Boston College, 21.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. To the back. Got a little space. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll ride him again. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Drives inside. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
They'll move the tight end. They want that clock to run. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Now they're going to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The give. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. BC uses a timeout here in 2nd of the half. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play fake. Looking to the big tight end. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Warner. This one's complete.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beat. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Working the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Throws for the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Wants to throw it. Between the hashes, it's Addison. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On the run, fires downfield.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires downfield. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Gets rid of it.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk glass, and it seemed like whoever was on offense